I told you you have been building your closet the wrong way? And I don't mean in a bad way at all. I just mean that nobody ever sat you down and said, okay, this is the order we do things in. This is how a wardrobe actually gets built. Nobody told you that. So you just end up doing what feels natural. And I'm going to show you today what exactly has been tripping you up. So let's dive in. I have worked with so many women over the years, and I will tell you, the ones that feel the most frustrated about their wardrobes are not the ones that don't care about style. They are the ones that care a lot. They shop, they pay attention, and they spend real money. And they still stand in front of a full closet every morning and feel completely stuck. And that is such a defeating feeling to have every morning. I know it is. But I want you to know it is not you. It's the way you've been shopping. And once I show you exactly what I mean, you are going to have one of those aha moments where everything just clicks. The backwards wardrobe. So here's what I see all the time. She has a graduation coming up. She needs something for that. There's a cruise in the spring, a wedding in June, a holiday party in December. She goes out and she shops for every single one of those things. And she finds beautiful pieces. She really does. But most of these pieces get worn once, maybe twice. And then her actual Tuesday shows up. And that's the day she's running errands, grabbing a lunch with friends, maybe doing a little gardening or a little yoga. And nobody ever shopped for that day. That day gets completely skipped over. She opens her closet, there's all this stuff in there, but nothing that works for the life she's actually living right now. And that is what building a wardrobe backwards actually looks like. The lifestyle audit. So the first thing I want you to do before you buy one more thing is just stop and ask yourself a few important questions. Where do you actually spend your time during the week? Not where you used to spend it, and not where you'd like to spend it someday. Where are you actually going? The next question I have for you is, what does your average weekday actually look like? Because your real days are what your wardrobe really needs to be built around. Not the holiday party. Today, the real Tuesday. And here's the question that makes most people really think. Are you dressing for who you are right now or for who you used to be? Because I see so many women holding onto a closet full of clothes that fit a former version of themselves. I recently shared my wardrobe that used to be Lily Pulitzer because we were living in Southern California. My lifestyle was much different than the lifestyle I have here now that I'm in Pennsylvania. And when I moved here, the clothes no longer fit that lifestyle. I wasn't even drawn to them anymore. And that's what I want for you, is to make sure that the clothes you're wearing now fit your current life. And it could be career clothes from a job you retired from, sizes that you're keeping just in case you fit in them again someday, pieces from a chapter of your life that is just over. And you know what happens? Every morning you open up your closet, you see all those clothes that no longer fit your life, fit your lifestyle, or are a past version of yourself, and they take up space, make you feel guilty, and make it harder to get dressed every day. So the next question I want you to ask yourself, when you're looking at a piece, when did you last wear that piece and where did you wear it? If you can't remember, there's your answer right there. So we are going to talk about building your wardrobe the right way. But before we talk about your foundation, I want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, Halara. So what is Halara all about? The way I would describe them is that they make clothes for your real life. The clothes are comfortable and stylish. They move with your body, and they were actually designed with real women in mind. Their whole philosophy is built around fabric innovation and community. Real customers actually shape their products, and I love that. When I got the chance to try Halara, the comfort and stretch won me over immediately. And I'm talking about that feeling of wearing your favorite sweatpants, even though you still look polished and put together. And that combination is harder to find than you think. My personal favorites are their Flex Denim, Micro Waffle, and the Sweatpant jeans. And I want to tell you something about the the flex denim specifically. Now that I'm over 50 and my body has changed, I've found it really difficult to find comfortable jeans that actually fit my body and that I can actually wear all day without wanting to rip them off my body the minute I walk in the door. And their flex denim solves that problem for me. The fabric inside is soft, it has four-way stretch, and is completely breathable. I also love that you don't have to worry about the fabric being see-through. It holds its shape all day. It feels like leggings, but it actually looks like a classic pair of jeans. The micro waffle and the sweatpant jeans are exactly what they sound like. And you know what? You just have to feel them to believe it. One of the things I really appreciate about Halara is their range of sizes. They come in so many colors, and you can find something that really suits your personal style. The sizes range from extra small to 4X, and their pants come in various lengths, so there's something for everyone. And I also love that the price point is really accessible. We're not talking about a big investment here. If you've never shopped Halara before, start with the denim. I think it'll surprise you in the best possible way. Use code SHOPSHOP to get 10% off orders over $120 or 12% off orders over $150. And that is valid on everything site-wide. Or you can use code SHOP15 for 15% off full-priced items. Both codes are in the description box below, so you don't have to worry about trying to remember any of this now. All of the products I'm showing today are also listed in the description box below, so go check them out. And while you're down there, drop a comment and tell me which Halara piece is your favorite and which one you'd like me to try next. Okay, now back to building our foundation. And you can use the Halara pieces to get you started. The foundation first framework. Okay, so now that you know what your real life actually looks like, let's talk about what to build first. And I know what some of you are thinking, Nancy, basics are boring. I hear that all the time, and I understand where you're coming from. But let me give you an analogy that I love to make because it makes so much sense to me. What if I were stocking my pantry to cook an amazing meal, and I said flour, salt, butter, milk, eggs, and sugar? They're boring. You would look at me like I was crazy because without those things, you can't really make anything. You can't bake a single recipe. Your wardrobe works exactly the same way. Those basics are the anchors, and they're the foundation that's going to make everything else in your wardrobe come together. Think of all those fun pieces that you look for and you just can't wait to put in your closet, those accents. Think of those as the spices, whereas the basics and foundation pieces are what is really going to hold the whole thing together and make it work. And right now, for so many of us, the basics are what's missing. So here's where you start. 3 categories before anything else. Quality basics in your best neutrals. These are the pieces that go with everything. The ones that you reach for on repeat and make every other thing in your closet work harder. And what I'm talking about is bottoms that fit you perfectly. Not almost, because a bottom that fits right will do more for how you look and feel than almost any other piece in your wardrobe. You also need shoes that go with everything. Not shoes for the cruise, shoes that work for your actual life day in and day out. Everything else, the fun stuff, the statement pieces, the trends you love, all come after those 3 things. So here's what I want you to take home today. You can stop shopping the old way right now. And you don't have to feel bad about what's already in your closet. Every single one of us has shopped the wrong way and didn't even know it. We were all taught to shop for occasions, back to school, Easter Sunday, Christmas, and those aspirational versions of your life. And nobody handed us a different roadmap. But guess what? Now you have one. And I promise getting dressed will start to feel so much better. And if you're ready to go deeper on this and discover my entire system, check out my Style Refresh Blueprint below. It walks you through this whole process step by step, and it's such a good place to start. Now I want to hear from you. What is the one occasion piece that's sitting in your closet right now that you bought for something specific and barely touched it? Let me know in the comments. You know I love hearing from you. Stay gorgeous, and I'll see you in the next video.